Welcome to the Run Your Day podcast, where our goal is to expand your focus and perspective on life. This is your daily dose of motivation, mindfulness, and so much more. And now, here to help you take your day back, your host, Dan Hafner.
Good morning, my friends. Welcome into another day of the Run Your Day podcast. Dan Hafner, as always, joining you this morning. It's Wednesday, my friends, hump day. Welcome into today's show. Today's topic is this: you missed the boat. As always, thank you all from the bottom of my heart for joining in every single day. All right, so what we are going to talk about today, you missed the boat. Opportunities. There was it's kind of a, I guess, just whether you want to call it a revelation, a word from God, just an old thought coming up, whatever you want to call it. I had one of these experiences this morning, and I felt immediately compelled to come on here and share this with you guys because it was interesting. I had an opportunity come up. I think it was probably 3 or 4 months ago at this point, maybe not that long, maybe about 3 months, 2.5 months ago. And it was kind of one of those situations where, I don't know if any of you are into it or you kind of like see it or feel it or whatever, but like how like when you notice the universe is almost conspiring to give you what you want. Like you kind of see the signs everywhere of you're supposed to do this thing, or you're supposed to go here, or you're supposed to be with this person, or like whatever it might be, right? When we start to have something on our heart and on our minds, we start to see more of that manifest itself in our life, right? And there was this time about a couple months ago, I guess is when it was, and it was just such a crazy phenomenon. And I'd like to get more into it. Honestly, I really don't want to give a whole lot of details because it's still kind of near and dear to my heart, and I'm not sure I've kind of internally worked through all of it at this point, but maybe in the future I'll give it to you guys. But basically the gist of it was I felt that I had missed this opportunity, something I'd been storing up for a long time, and was almost ready to just take the leap and just do it, right? And at the last minute, kind of logic stepped in, and I didn't do it. I didn't take the leap. I didn't trust the universe. I didn't trust the signs that I had seen. And ever since then, I've had this kind of feeling that like I missed the boat. Like that ship has sailed. It is gone. It's left the harbor. It's never coming back. Things just are never going to be that lined up and that perfect for that specific opportunity at that moment in time, right? And maybe that's the case. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Maybe that's the case. But the more I sit and think about it, the more I realize that, we have, as human beings, we have the capacity and the ability to kind of manifest our opportunities whenever we want to, right? Like you and I each have the ability to manifest whatever we want into our life at any moment in time. Like we have the power to create our own reality every single day through the decisions that we make. Now, I'm not saying like you have telekinesis powers and you can make anything appear at any point in time or like, superpowers or anything like that. Like things like this take time, obviously. But, what I'm trying to say is, there's boats that come along all the time, and we each have the opportunity and the decision to get on that boat now and go all in, or choose not to. But that doesn't mean that another boat will come, that another opportunity disguised as a challenge might come along, that another person might come along that you least expected. If you get out of a bad relationship that you thought you were destined for, and all of a sudden then someone comes along at a time that you weren't expecting, in a method that you weren't expecting, almost like a movie, right? And it's so weird how the universe works out like this. It's so freaking weird. And one thing I've learned in my lifetime is that, everything ultimately will work itself out. Like, it just will. Everything will work itself out. If you just continue to trust that things will work out, that you continue to do the work that's required of you to make things happen, if you continue to just keep your head down, keep going, and don't give up, whatever the case may be, things will work out. They just always seem to. And if you're someone that thinks like, well, things never work out for me, or I always have bad luck, or things just don't go my way ever, right? I consider you to reanalyze that. How many times in your life have things truly gone against you because the universe was just out to spite you, right? Like, maybe that's happened to you. Maybe it has. I don't know. I highly doubt it happens every day, all the time, constantly to you. I highly doubt that, right? If it does, your actions are leading to that in some way, shape, or form, right? But the main takeaway I want you guys to remember from today's show is that, just because you think you missed the boat doesn't mean that another boat or that same boat might come back. The opportunities are everywhere. The things that we want to do, that we hope for, that we wish for, that we dream for, that we work for, they will constantly be manifested if you just keep your nose down, keep working, and keep that belief. And that's one of the key parts that I wanted to keep in here too, is keeping that belief, right? Like, just believing that, okay, I missed this opportunity, but there's going to be another one coming along. I remember, I think it was, I can't remember exactly who said the quote, if it was Nelson Mandela or, I can't remember at this moment. I'm terrible with I remember quotes well, but not the people that said them. I noticed this on that show, but it was, success is the ability to go from failure to failure without loss of enthusiasm, right? Success is the ability to go from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm. And that's exactly what it comes back to with missing the boat, right? Like, if you miss the boat, okay, you missed that one. Let's stay positive. Let's focus on the next one. Instead of dwelling on, oh man, that could have been such a great opportunity. That could have been such a great relationship. Oh man, I'm heartbroken. I'm just going to wallow in my own self-pity, right? You're wasting all that time by not just moving on to the next one, being like, okay, yeah, I missed that. What I learned from it. Okay, let's get on to the next one. Yeah, boom, enthusiasm, right? And honestly, I'm guilty of not being like this at times as well. Like, it's hard. It's very hard to do. But the important thing is that you get better at it, that you get better at recognizing, okay, I'm going to keep my head up. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep looking forward to the next one. And that's what I'm trying to do today when I'm sitting here realizing, like, yes, I missed a boat. I missed an opportunity, but that's okay. There will be others. Maybe that one will come back around. Maybe I'll manifest a different opportunity into my life. I don't know, but I'm going to keep that enthusiasm. I'm going to keep my head up, and I'm going to keep my nose to the freaking grindstone, and I'm going to make it happen, come hell or high water. So my question for you today is, where in your life did you miss a boat, and how can you get that enthusiasm back up to make sure that you don't miss the next one, in whatever area of your life it might be. Okay, so that's my question for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed today's show. As always, thank you all for joining. Dan Hafner signing off. Make it a great rest of your day, my friends.
Thank you for listening to the Run Your Day podcast. We hope you enjoyed today's show. If you did, feel free to share today's show with friends and family. Until next time, have a great day.